Join in on uplifting stories, inspiring conversations, and great things happening here in our community. I'm Jordan, father of two, husband of one, and I was born and raised right here in Northern Indiana. Join me with my over-the-top curiosity as I discover what makes our local community great. Now it's time for some good news, Michiana. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday, December 29th, and thanks for tuning in for the inaugural episode of Some Good News, Michiana. It's so cool that you guys tune into this, and it's so cool to create this and go on this journey alongside you guys. So join in with us every day as we discover inspiring stories inside our great community together. First off, so Faith Mission in Elkhart. They generally serve around 100 people a day through their meal offerings, but on Thanksgiving and Christmas, they step up and actually include delivery meals, and they serve around 500 people on each of those 2 days. So back on Thanksgiving, I had the opportunity to talk with a few of the volunteers, one specifically, Bart Matos. So during that conversation, it became clear he loves giving back to the Faith Mission because not too long ago, in a former life, he was a resident there. Check this out. Hey guys, we're out here at Faith Mission on Thanksgiving Day, and we had a chance to catch up with Bart, who's actually a volunteer out here. Now, Bart, you got a pretty cool story. Tell us a little bit. When did this start, your relationship with Faith Mission, and then what brought you back here today?
So in 2003, Faith Mission was the one place that opened the doors for me when I was at the bottom of my life. I skipped for a while and then ended up back about 7 years ago. They were the only ones that actually opened a door for me, and man, I stuck to the programs they offered me, helped me get my IDs and settled my license. Just working and staying with the program, graduating from goals to work dorm to TFM. I mean, it was a blessing. The staff are awesome, and you gotta have the desire to stick to what they're offering. If you do, you succeed. I'm actually now area manager at Lake Park Industries. I have my own place. I'm married. Got kids now, so it's like Faith Mission was a stepping stone for me in the right direction.
That's great. And obviously Faith Mission came and gave you resources when you needed it at the most time in your life. What does Faith Mission mean to people that come here and either need a meal or need a place to stay?
Man, it's a place to take a load off you, to breathe, to have a hope, a place of hope. I believe that Faith Mission is just a foundation of our community, that if the resources are available and the people have the desire to just follow this program, it's like, man, it's a direction going into the plus, if I could say that. You have to take full advantage of what they offer, and the community reaches out to Faith Mission a lot. They provide funds, and they provide clothing and meals and medical things, and the community is really involved here at Faith Mission, and when people are at the bottom and come here, they become back part of the community. It's a good way to serve back to what you was given. I know that was a lot.
No, that's right. No, it's great because obviously they've done so much for you, and now you want to be able to give back and also show why other people should do the same. So if someone's out there watching this or someone's listening to this, what would you say to them as far as how easy it is to get involved in the Faith Mission as a volunteer?
Man, it's an open door policy.
Yeah.
Sign up. We need people here who have a heart for the community, for the poor. People's circumstances are different. I know that mentalities have to be different about who's here and how they got here. That doesn't even matter. I think the pouring your love and compassion upon people is what they look for. We lack that in our world right now, and Faith Mission is a very bright light in this community. And coming back to serve is like, man, so refreshing, because you get to see people where you was at one time, and you get to pour hope and love into them. Especially my foundation has always been God. So God has always been the foundation of my life, and just being able to show people that there's a hope, there's a chance if you really want it. And Faith Mission, man, just has been that, that push to the good. So I'm getting I could get emotional about this because it means a lot. Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, but it's so cool, Bart, to see someone that was here as a resident at one time, someone who came for the resources at Faith Mission, and now it's really cool. So huge props to you for coming out and giving back now to someone who's given you so much.
Yeah, that's true. It's just there's no better way of giving back to the people that have helped you. The staff here is awesome. The people, the resources, the city has been involved so much. When you come to the Faith Mission and you're starting with nothing, literally nothing, the first thing that they give you is hope. They give you a goal. They give you a plan. They give you the resources. It's just up to you if you want to take it and do something with it. And just the way the community's poured into me, I stand standing testimony. I mean, I used to youth pastor some of the inner city kids here in Elkhart, and so I know the stories. I know what it's like to be in that position, and just being able to serve. We're going to actually do a route. We volunteered to do a route, so we're going to do a route. We're about to do that right now. So I'm excited about that, because when you knock at a door of a place that has nothing and they're struggling financially, the parents, I can see their burden, how they feel like they cannot provide for their kids, and here we come, knocking at the door. Hey, Faith Mission has been a big resource for this community, and giving this meal to those families is going to make a great deal. Now that's a happy Thanksgiving, when you have somebody reaching out. And all these volunteers, it's an army back here.
It is, yeah. It's
so it is a blessing, for sure.
That's great. Well, Bart, thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day, man. It's a huge pleasure to meet you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. So how cool that someone who once was a resident 20 years ago at Faith Mission now comes back and gives back to their community through volunteering and through delivering meals on Thanksgiving. How cool. So Bart, huge props to you. The Ronald McDonald House at Beacon Children's Hospital in South Bend has been providing Christmas gifts to families with sick children. And they've done this through a variety of ways, and they kind of started doing this in 2017. And they do this with the goal just to ensure that every child in the hospital during the holidays has gifts to open up on Christmas. How cool is it to see that? This was an article originally done by the South Bend Tribune. You can check out the show notes for the full article there. But man, it's cool when you rally around children and you celebrate them and their families, and you help carry that burden for their families to give these kids something on Christmas. How cool. And then for our final story of the day, have you ever seen a llama in an airport? At Portland International Airport in Oregon, they welcomed a pair of therapy llamas to ease the stress of travelers. Benny, Prince, and their handlers meandered through the terminals and brought some supreme joy to weary travelers. The Portland Airport shared on Facebook, "We took an unconventional approach to helping travelers manage holiday travel stress, and it got a lot of love. It was wonderful to see the smiles these therapy llamas brought to PDX visitors and beyond. A big thank you to the llama therapy company, Benny and Prince." Well, guys, that's it. Hope you guys have a great Friday, and thanks for tuning into this very first episode with us. It's great where we can do this, create this together, and just celebrate some good news and some great things that's happening here right in Michiana. Have a great day, everybody.